Siddharth Shekhar, there is no institutional bulwark for Hindus in the world. If the RSS has been consistent, it has been consistently wrong. Bhagwat must be told that Hindus won't allow him to throw them to the wolves.
But now here, there have been attempts to organize Hindus in different ways, like this society for this platform of all the acharyas that was created by Swami Dayanand Saraswati in maybe 20 years ago or so. But that hasn't gone very far organizationally. So the RSS has this to their credit, that they founded some effective mass organization. And they have attracted millions of people. That they definitely have done. And they have like integrated them into some institutional framework. And you see, at this, Hindus have not been very, very successful in general. So there was a certain need for that. And of course, you see, the details of that particular institution of organization can be discussed and maybe have to be changed and so on. But the idea of creating a pan-Hindu organization, that has value. You see, that I am not pleading against. You see, I think only that they should go the right way. You know, when you criticize the RSS, I mean, I've discussed this a lot of time with RSS people. Then they start saying, oh, but the RSS has this great organization and it has so many militants and so on. Well, yes, but this reminds me of a story I read. This was in China, and they had built a road from the north to the south. And so some aristocratic young man, you know, came by at an inn along the road, and he had this bright new chariot, and he had an expert charioteer. And so the innkeeper says, where are you going? Oh, he says, I'm going south. The innkeeper says, well, I don't think you'll get there. Well, why should I not get there? I have this great chariot, and my charioteer is the best in the land. Yeah, he says, true, but you're driving north. So that is more or less the situation of the RSS. They have all these people. They have this great organization. Now they even have a political party in power in Delhi. And yet, you see, they're not going the right way. And so they're not achieving anything. But it could be changed. I mean, theoretically, I still dream of a situation where the RSS leadership would come to its senses. You see, I see many people on forums, on Twitter and stuff, who say, well, we have to just drop this Sangh Parivar and we have to start all over. Well, yeah, maybe. Perhaps in the time of the new means of communication, this is not entirely impossible. But, you know, it is a lot of work. And I think I would not yet give up on the Sangh Parivar, in the sense that many people who have joined them do so because of Hinduism. Now in the BJP, that's a bit murky, because many people, Bollywood TV stars and so on, they join simply for the practical, benefits that come with it. But mostly, you see, people have joined because they want to serve Hinduism. Now, it must be possible to get the leadership back into that frame, and teach them, very important, teach them to learn from feedback. You see, I mean, there are all these Hindus speaking up, trying to remind them of the original Hindu purpose. And so they have this habit, this strange habit of completely ignoring feedback. I mean, I've once made this comparison. If you put your hand in a kettle full of boiling water, you will feel pain and you will draw your hand back. If you throw a stone into that same kettle, that stone is not going to react. Even if it could jump out again, it wouldn't, because it doesn't feel anything. Now, this is the way I see the Sangh Parivar behave. Just like a dead object that just, isn't aware of the world around it. So, but you see, these are things that can be solved. I haven't found the formula yet, but you see, in principle, it is possible to make people aware. It's like, this is a comparison of Ram Swarup. Consciousness is not something that just automatically, reaches you. No, you see, consciousness usually is spread the way that one burning candle lights another candle. And so, you see, this way it must be possible that more conscious human beings, even bring Mohan Bhagwat back to his senses. So, I wouldn't give up on that. Me too, I've been a bit disappointed in Narendra Modi, for example, but it's not too late. Like, for instance, the extremely important case of the necessary change in the laws and constitution to get rid of the discriminations against Hindus. You see, if you have 3 years' time, strictly speaking, that is enough. I mean, even this second term of Modi is not yet
Well,
to be given up completely. You
we
see,
have had a change of education minister. Let's see.
yeah.